Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Time Vault Games. We have the finals of the ELD Premodern Open. John on Oath versus Andy Mogg, the Mogg fanatic on Goblins. He has had some absolutely violent beatdowns with this Goblin deck, but he is now facing a very different type of opponent with Oath of Druids as a trump card. And there we see 2-mana enchantment coming down, Mox Diamond along with it. This is allowed to stick around. It could really just be an absolute disaster. Oh, it's already cleared. All right. Problem averted for now. War Chief shows up. Swords to Plowshares. He goes farming. Just 1 damage coming across the bow. Kind of stabilizing a little bit here. Mishra's Factory or Treetop Village can animate and hold down the fort. Mogg's going to need more pressure than just a 1-1 to win this one. There's no doubt about that. Problem with that is the more creatures you commit to the board, the better Oath of Druids is going to end up being. Allowing for repeated creatures. I mean, there's just no way around it with Goblins. You need the synergy. You need to swarm. You go wide. You're not just going to have one giant creature. War Chief allows Matron. Costs 1 less. Also, will give it haste. Let's see what we got. Goblin Ringleader. So this is going to look to build some card advantage. Basically look to go wide enough to get around these man lands. Matron gets Forehavened. Interesting. John wasn't interested in playing around with his Factory. I probably would have animated Factory and blocked there. Oh no. Phantom Nishoba hardcast. That is not what you want to see. As a Goblin player, stopped the Oath. In theory, that should stop these giant creatures from showing up. Instead, John is able to hardcast it thanks to the pair of Mox Diamonds. And this Phantom Nishoba has taken, well, not actually taking damage. The damage is prevented. That's what the card does. It does have a trigger to gain life. And trample. I mean, this card is kind of a unmitigated nightmare for Goblins to play against. I mean, it's just the worst you could imagine. You can't gang block it and take it out. It's going to keep pushing through damage. Jump Palm Incinerator is going to take out this Treetop Village. If John had a Swords to Plowshares, this would be game over on the spot. You could have actually removed one of these Goblins. That Incinerator wouldn't deal lethal damage to the Treetop. The desperate play. It did keep things going. Now we've got a Gaia's Blessing. Shuffling some more cards back into the library. I don't even know if I want anything in there except for the other Gaia's Blessing, to be honest. Remember, you do not have to do all 3 targets for Blessing. It's up to 3. You could actually choose 0 if nothing in there is particularly exciting. We have a Siege Gang Commander. Mogg's life total is dwindling. Oh, and another Phantom Nishoba. This is just, I mean, getting pretty close to unbeatable here. If you do block it with 7 1-1s, I don't think it takes any damage. I think it's all just prevented in the one go. Let me cycle back to Phantom Nishoba. If damage would be dealt, prevent that damage. Yeah, combat damage is all dealt in 1 shot. So, if I remember that correctly, yeah, this is bueno. Got a 7/7 Trampler. The lifelink is getting his life total way out of range. No real ability for a counterattack. Next turn, like, it's even going to be able to put enough bodies in front of this thing. Period. Swords to Plowshare is probably the best card in the format that is not accessible to Goblins. They have red and green. They do get Naturalize as a disenchant effect, which is a extremely important card in the format and for the deck in particular. Traditionally, Goblins has had a really tough time with enchantments. Able to handle them so efficiently. Very important, but I mean, man, what you would give for a Swords to Plowshares in this situation. Just a nice, clean answer to this creature that doesn't take damage, has lifelink of sorts. Actually, better than that. It's like a Spirit Link, it's a trigger. This is a lot of bodies, but I mean, that's a lot of potential damage. With a War Chief on board, that pile driver could represent a massive amount of damage, but Pro Blue, okay, yeah, another Phantom Nishoba. I mean, this is just absolutely brutal. 7 damage would be lethal. He's got to put some stuff in front of it, but it's not even going to do much in terms of shrinking it. Going down to 1. To fight this hard and to have your opponent be at 40 while you're just at 1 life, pretty rough. Still hanging in there. A nice flip off of the continuing to fight valiantly, but this is just crazy amount. Oh, look at this. Goblin Sharpshooter. You can clean up a lot of this mess. Look at him. Look at him go. This has to do 12 more pings. Getting red mana. I mean, good on him for putting on a show here. Mog Fanatic going to create some more pings. 10 more to go. 5 creatures on board. Mog Fanatic. I mean, Fanatic is the best card here because it's going to essentially create 2 pings. All right, this is fairly crazy. He can actually kill one of these Phantom Nishobas. That'll create an additional untap. Man, this is a lot of work. A lot of work to be dead to factories. Hard casting, Gem Palm. That's probably can't be correct. Pretty sure he needed to cycle that at the very least. Just to draw another goblin. Five. Trample damage going to be incoming. Oh, it's an Oath of Druids anyways. Everything turns sideways. Oh. Valiantly fought. This is not going to do. I don't see any situation here where this is not going to be lethal. This trample damage is going to end up coming through. Oh, what did I miss? I must have missed something there. So he pinged 3 damage, pinged the Nishoba, and then double blocked, but then it would have got smaller. I'm not actually sure. I guess let me know if you can summarize the ending sequence there. It was well past dead. That was impressive to have even handled as many Phantom Nishobas as were handled, but Oath of Druids showing up just to be a nail in the coffin. Well, Mog was certainly on the side of some very brutal games earlier in this tournament. I gotta say, I found these pre-modern events be some of the most exciting stuff to do commentary on in quite a while. Oath of Druids for John versus Goblins for the Mog Fanatic. The finals. First Totem is just a devastating card. Disenchant, or I should say Naturalize, does take out the Oath. That would have been a heck of a lot worse. I mean, 0 mana Phantom Nishobas are a huge problem. Argivian Vine gets it right back, though. Serenity? Serene something? I'm not sure which enchantment removal that was, but has been removed. This mana base continues to grow for John. Mog stumbling on his mana right now. Not do him any favors, as John's mana base is also a win condition. He's going to be able to swing with a pair of Treetop Villages here. 3/3 Tramplers are absolutely massive in a world where your opponent doesn't even have any activated abilities on their creatures thanks to this Cursed Totem. This Mog Fanatic, just vanilla 1/1 right now. Goblin Warchief can potentially propose a double block to trade with your opponent's land. Ugh. Swords to Plowshares and Oath of Druids. Wrath of God and Swords still left in hand. That is an absolutely brutal draw versus one of the best aggro decks in the format. As Oath takes it down. Congratulations, John. ELD Premodern Open Champion. Thank you for watching. For more magic from ELD's Time Vault games, be sure to subscribe and check out more videos just for you over here.